So we've had the Xperia 1 Mark III, the 5 Mark III and the 10 Mark III, and I thought we were all done for Xperia branded launches in 2021. But it turns out I was wrong. We're going to get at least one more on October the 26th. Now nobody knows exactly what Sony's going to treat us to that day, but I have a few ideas and I'm going to share them with you right now. But let's kick off with this exciting new idea about a tablet. So the last one we saw was way back in early 2015, the Xperia Z4 Tablet. It was really good. I mean, we all loved here at Team BTEC, as we were called in those days. We loved Sony's tablets, and I cannot believe it's been so long since we've seen one from Sony. The Xperia Z4 Tablet was launched at the same time as, I think it was the M4 Aqua. That's how crazy long this delay has been from then and a new tablet now, if we even see one this year. But here's why I think a Sony Xperia tablet makes perfect sense. Firstly, we haven't seen one for years, it's well overdue. Secondly, all the things that make Sony Xperia smartphones amazing would really lend themselves perfectly, even better actually, to tablets. What am I talking about? Well, first of all, the 21:9 aspect ratio. Here's a very expensive Sony 365 prototype. By the way, if you haven't already subbed, make sure you do, because we are soon launching our Sony Xperia free smartphone global competitions. If you want to win a free smartphone from Sony, you definitely want to make sure you're subbed. We're launching that in November. Anyway, 21:9 works fantastically on a phone. I love my Xperia 1 Mark II because it's easy to handle, it's lighter than the competition. They're superb phones, but a 21:9 tablet would be incredible. What else? 4K would be superb, of course, in a tablet. It's great on a phone, better on a tablet. 120 Hz refresh rate, again, great on a phone, better on a tablet. Expandable storage, up to 1 TB of expandable storage, again, in a tablet, that would be fantastic. And of course, stereo front-facing speakers. I love them on the 1 Mark III, the 1 Mark II, but on a tablet, especially one like this, they would be absolutely superb. Now, just to give you an idea of the size here, obviously this is 21:9, the model that I've made. That's how it compares with a MacBook Pro 13-inch. That means that this tablet would be about the same length as a MacBook Pro, but it's a 13-inch display, 21:9. OLED, this would be absolutely sensational. Incredible for gaming, incredible for watching back content, of course. And even if you wanted to use it like this and just scroll through the news, if you wanted to use it for social media, things like that, I think this could be a real winner. And there's nothing like it. Nothing would look like this on the market. And the third reason why I think Sony should do this is because even though smartphone sales for the Xperia division there have fallen dramatically over the years, Sony's Xperia division is now profitable again. And all of us who own Xperia devices and use them on the daily right now, and there must still be many millions of us around the world, we don't want to go out and buy a Samsung tablet, we want to buy a Sony tablet. And I think selling, you know, between 2.5 and 5 million of these for Sony should be relatively easy and profitable therefore. So come on Sony, give us a tablet. Even if it isn't on the 26th of October, let's have a tablet soon. I mean, definitely not later than next year. It really does make sense, to me at least, to have a Sony tablet. What do you think? Anyway, if it isn't a Sony tablet, what could it be? Well, Zach Bucks, our friend over in China, the leaker over there, he was telling us that it could be, way back in the year he said this, an ultra style super premium flagship smartphone, and it could be technically, of course. I couldn't buy into that idea then, and I still don't now. I think the 1 Mark III is so premium, I just can't see there being another flagship at that kind of level in terms of the smartphones. I think it's more likely we would see, and again this news is from this year, April in fact, I think we're going to see a new smartwatch or smart band, Xperia branded for the first time. Now, why do I say that? Because the Wena division, now Wena, this is the Wena 3, it's only on sale in Japan. I managed to import this, it's sort of half in Japanese, and I wouldn't recommend buying one of these, but do check out the video I did on it. I'm going to do another one, a sort of, you know, long-term review on this. Wena was a separate division. Now it's part of the Xperia division, or Sony mobile division. and that only happened in April this year. So we might see something like this. Now this is a smart strap as opposed to a smart watch, but given that all that expertise is in the Wenner division there, I think there's a very strong chance we could see, if not on October the 26th, then probably next year, a new smartwatch from Sony. I mean, this is the thing with Sony, isn't it? They turn up, they bring all this amazing new tech, which everyone loves, and then they sort of disappear quietly and move on to something else. It's time to get Xperia branded smartwatches and even these cool smart straps back into the fold. I want to see those. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Now, if it isn't a smartwatch or a smart strap, what is it going to be? Well, I think the Xperia Pro 2 is probably the most likely, because the Pro as a sort of concept phone, it really did win a lot of people over in terms of the idea and what Sony was trying to do. Sony does need to improve the features so it works better as a monitor in its own right, and I think we're going to see that hopefully sooner rather than later, because if you're going to do the Pro 2, in this case this year, there's no point in leaving it as long as Sony did the first time around, where it comes so late in the cycle that the all new Xperia lineup is unveiled and announced. So it could be a Pro 2. I think that would be very cool. I think the Pro was a really, really nice idea, a great concept. It just needs to be improved, and hopefully Sony can find a way of working that price down a little bit. A lot of alpha camera owners out there would love to have an Xperia phone that doubles up as a monitor for their camera. That would be very cool. Okay, so we've looked at the tablet, smartphone, and the Pro 2. There are some other ideas. Oh, and even, you know, perhaps a sort of ultra device, maybe, although I don't think it will be. There could be another thing here, and that is the sort of Ace II that we've seen launch in Japan, a super budget kind of not 21x9 phone. Is that a possibility? In theory, yes, but I mean, there's no L4 replacement as far as I know of in the pipeline, so that's an idea. I don't think that's what we're going to see, but we might. What else? Perhaps a folding phone. Again, I really doubt it, but I mean, it's possible, right? I mean, Sony has shown in the past that it's able to create beautiful sort of concept-like devices seemingly out of nowhere. Let's not forget the Vision S, for example. I mean, it's incredible what this company can do when they really get into it and put their minds to it. So yeah, maybe we will see a folding phone. I don't think that would make perfect sense right now though. But then, you know, Sony isn't always as dedicated to what makes perfect sense all the time either. Could be that Sony has in mind for us a gaming phone, a sort of gaming focused phone, PlayStation branded perhaps, as well as, you know, Xperia. Maybe. I mean, again, I'm not really sure. We did a video on that. Check it out if you haven't already. I'd love to see it. I don't think it's likely. I think what's most likely is Xperia Pro 2, followed by a tablet, followed by a smartwatch, maybe then the sort of budget, something like an Ace II, but for the rest of the world outside of Japan. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you think we are going to see on the October the 26th. And by the way, make sure you are subbed, because coming up, I will tell you what I think Sony's going to give us in 2022 with its all-new Xperia lineup. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, I was expecting to give you this video from Bali in Indonesia by the beach, but I'm actually in Holland, one of my favourite countries in Europe. Next time around, I don't know where I'll be, maybe even back in my studio with Bob the Bonsai. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.